Be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. Gently close your eyes and focus your mind to this bell sound, please. And while you focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, relax your breathing with your thoughts. Do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So bring your attention to your body, please, and scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say Sopatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation. So in the beginning, we're going to relax our body. Bring your attention to your right arm. Slowly, deeply and gently breathing through your nose and visualize that all the breath go to your right arm. Hold it few seconds and breathe out through mouth. Slowly, gently and deeply breathe out. Focus your mind to your left arm and deeply, gently, slowly breathing through your nose to your left arm. And breathe out. Now to your right leg, breathing. Breathe out. to your left leg, breathing, breathe out, your back and spine, breathing, breathe out, and your chest area, breathing, breathe out, abdominal area, breathing, breathe out, and your neck and head, breathing, breathe out. So now to your whole body, head to toes, whole body like a balloon, filled with air. So deeply breathing to your whole body. Breathe out. Breathing. Breathe out. One more time. Deeply, gently breathing. Breathe out. And just relax your body. So bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. Find the sensation in front of your nose or your upper lip area. So now allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. And when it happens, recognize this is inhalation, this is exhalation. Do nothing extra. Just keep all of the sensation of inhalation, exhalation. If your mind go here and there, bring it back again and again. Just keep focus to the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation. Knowingly, this is inhalation, this is exhalation. Follow the entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation. Knowingly, this is the beginning, this is the middle, this is the end of the inhalation or exhalation. Also be aware about the length and the depth of each and every inhalation, exhalation. Some inhalation, exhalations become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. Just recognize it. Just bring your attention to the sensation and stay there and see yourself what the experience come to you. Don't compare anything. Don't hold it to any experience. Just completely be free and see where I try to take you. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars, reminding yourself like this with clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. to all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, there was a person, he thought to practice meditation. So, what he did, he found a place in his yard and made kind of like a little temple there, his meditation place, and put a statue and cushion, mat, that everything, and light a little candle and incense. So he prepared that place, and he now enjoying this place little by little. So in he so attached to that serenity and tranquility state of the environment. He enjoyed the place more than the meditation. One day he went to practice meditation and he saw on the top of the cushion there was a frog. He got so mad and then he kicked the frog and then sat for meditation. Then what happened? Within little time, there was a fly start to come and disturb him, go around his head, ears, come to ears and making noise. And then he tried to hold his temper, but little by little it became so mad, disturbing, irritating. And he tried to, the uh, hit the fly, but it didn't happen. Then little by little, then it became a kind of like a big heavyweight boxing fight, with this little fly. But he couldn't take over. Then what happened? He gets so mad and he first start with his hands, legs to beat to to kill this fly. But it didn't happen. Then he forget that his meditation place. He took the statue and hit the fly, but didn't happen. And then got the cushion and throw it to the fly. But still the fly escaped from that. And he throw everything. And this he destroyed that temple and try to kill this fly. And finally he got so tired and he fell down crying himself. And then still this fly come. And so he fell down and now he just little bit opened the eyes and watching this fly go here and there, making noise. And at the same time, he saw the frog, that he kicked that frog keep coming towards him, jumping. He now so tired, he give up that everything, and the whole temple was a mess up. That's even the statue, broken. And now he just closing his eyes and just keep looking. This frog came, and the fly was, going here and there, and just from inside the mouth open and send the tongue and catch it and went away. So sometimes in our life we meet things. In the very first point we think it is a disturb for us. But you have to remember, there are things that we cannot do, but there are help come invisibly. And at the same time, in nature, there is a law which we cannot fight. So never take, when it's especially in meditation, never take anything as a disturb. Just learn to accept it. No matter what, learn to accept it. So if you develop it, especially because sometimes in the beginning we need the very tranquility, calm, relaxed place. And if somebody disturb you, you get disappointed out of that. And sometimes people say, oh, I cannot practice meditation because of this noise, other people. So like that, remember, before you come here, sound used to be here. You cannot find that empty space wherever in this universe. Always there is a sound. And it says, even that the universe appeared because of the sound. So you cannot escape from sound, and you cannot escape from other things from the nature. So learn to accept, and there is a balance, there is a circle. Go through the nature, so allow that to flow. So that way you will see that you can get a lot of benefit out of that understanding. So today in the world, we see the world through the glasses. So that glasses, not eyeglasses. That glasses mean the screen, the computer, the cell phone, iPad, that whatever you at the moment you experience. So nowadays we are more into this glass. We see the world through the glasses. And at the same time, while we having that, we become very limited to the certain nature within ourselves, and we slowly develop certain conditions while we having experience this with this gadgetics. So then remember yourself that when it come to the world, when it come to human life, even though you get the help out of this all, as a person, as a human, you always need the other human beings, the nature, environment, to be yourself, and especially to uplift your awareness. This may help you to get just informations, but to develop the life, to purify your life, you need other people. So then always find that connection, find that opportunities around you. Never miss that opportunity. So more than you spend the time with the screen or the glass, remember, spend more time with the nature or the other, the people or yourself, even detaching from this glass. Why? Because little by little, we slowly get attached to this glass. And we slowly get attached to colors. And once the people attach to these colors or the videos, it is very difficult to get out of it. Another thing is that deeply ourselves, that we detach to see the reality in life. So even that you see through your eyes, in front of that these eyes, our mind creates certain curtains, and we always stuck with that curtains, and we just get into our own imagination, and we just our whole mental world. So don't caught up there. So as you know that this when this pandemic situation happened, so in the very first level what they did, they break down this infection circle, and that's why wherever if there are some person get affected because of the virus, they isolate that person, quarantine that person. Why they do that? To break down the infection circle. So yourself also, this all experience with these glasses and even our viewpoint, it's kind of like a infection. It's like a circle. What you have to do? So sometimes you have to quarantine with your natural life. You have to break down that infection circle that go through around your own mind. That's another way it called moderate. That moderate doesn't mean here. Remember, you watch the TV and you want to moderate and you want to break down the circle and you want to break down this this projective circle go inside your mind. You turn off the TV and go to computer. You shut down the computer and you go to cell phone. That is not moderation. That is not, that way you cannot break down the circle. You are still in the circle. What you do, you just change the object. Don't do that. What you have to do, you stay with the computer or the cell phone or the TV. This is very necessary all over the world now. It's becoming a big problem. So that's why, remember, after this pandemic situation, go back to our normal life, especially this young generation. They cannot get back to their nature. They're going to forget this all going to forget whatever the situation go through. That's the human nature. But still, why they very quickly forget? Because they so attached to this circle of experiencing the beauty through the glasses. That's why they forget that whatever really happened in life, they very quickly forget. It happened when you look at the human history, this forgetting nature. In the past, people used to get the example out of the, their past experience. But now people don't do that. That the very latest the research done, and they found out when they introduced the TV, people very easily forget their past. Why? Because they always into this beautiful, that the illusion that create through the screen. And now it becoming more and more and more and sometimes, and the children or the young or even the husband wives, one they caught up with this glass, and even they forget their husband, they forget their wife, they forget their children, they forget their parents, they forget about the history, the very present moment they forget. So that's why. So then remember, break down that circle. How you can break down? You watch TV, you watch computer, you watch cell phone, but at the same time, learn to turn off it and start to go out maybe and go for a walk and look at the sky. So look at, if there's a possibility, go for a hike. So have a conversation with others. So that sharing life, that caring way of life is bringing ability to develop as a human being. Remember this all will help in a certain way, but this is not life. Teaching, even teaching meditation, is not the way that through the Zoom like this we talk to a screen and I talk to myself all this year. It's not like that. It is totally different when we talk to person, because sometimes when you practice meditation, there are certain situations come by words you cannot explain it, but when we are with the person in front, but seeing the person, there is a certain understanding come what you go through. So that is a different kind of understanding. So we miss that all during this time. So this is the best we have at the moment. But remember, never caught up in this circle. Why? Because human life is more than that. You are bigger than this experience. You are bigger than that what you go through. So then you have to have the effort yourself. Why? Because the society or the other people, it's not going to come from them. It is your personal decision. No one going to, after this pandemic, no one going to come and tell you, hey, get out of this. No one going to do that. More and more people going to caught up in a different currents. So it come to you to take a personal decision yourself, what you should do. It's going to be total different level of life in the future. So then have that effort. Never let go the beauty of your true humanity. Never let go the beauty of your true understanding. Maybe you learn things through this and you spend the time with this, but remember, this all will help for a certain time. And there are two ways when it comes to time. Time go through you and you can go through time. So this whole situation, the time went through you, and this all the gadgetics will help you to time to go through you. But when you are go through time, it's totally different. That is where you have to take a conscious decision and effort to go through the time. So be a person like that way. Don't allow this time to go through you. Learn to be a person to go through the time. So that will help for you to gain something. And with that, we're going to talk today. When it comes to the meditation, we know there are main meditation technique, two major meditation techniques, tranquility meditation and vipassana meditation. So today I'm going to give a kind of like a brief introduction and the foundation for tranquility meditation, samatha bhavana. So when it comes to tranquility meditation, that our each and every thought has this power, because the thought, whatever you do, whatever you see, whatever you experience with the thought, each and every thought has this tranquility state. Otherwise you cannot experience it. So tranquility meditation, what the meditation does, this all the thoughts that gather together to one mental object. So then what is happening, that all the thoughts, each and every thought, it separately have this tranquility state. Once you gather that everything, that tranquility state becomes so powerful. And the other thing is, that's why that you always have this tranquility state. You always have 24/7. You always have until that in the sleeping time, it is different. But while you experience the life in day to day with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, you always have this tranquility mind. That's why in the Eighth Noble Path, it's talk about sammasam. That tranquility is not the right tranquility state. So then what you have to do? You have to bring it to the right path. You already have it. You have it, maybe you have it in a wrong place. So then remember, otherwise there is no something kind of like this tranquility state like that you can build a brand new. No, it is there. It is a quality of a thought. What you can do, you can gather it together. So that is where you can build up the tranquility state. We already have it, but we already have it in a wrong place. It's called Michya Samadhi, the wrong concentration. So then what you have to do, you have to bring it to the right place. So how the wrong concentration happens? If something is the past or the future, it always in the wrong place. That's why. So then what is the right place? Right place means the present moment. So that's why we get a mental object, primary mental object, whatever exists in the present moment. So inhalation, exhalation. Or your body not in the past, your body cannot be in the future, your body in the present moment. Or the thought. So like that, you can get whatever the object in the present moment. So once you focus to that, and then the mind start to gather that all the thoughts related to tranquility state and stay together. And it named as the serenity, concentration, one-pointedness, and undistractedness, undisturbed mind. So that is a very important quality in day-to-day life. Look, that whatever you keep doing, if you consciously see that you're going to get disturbed and you consciously take a decision, you're not going to disturb out of it. That is a kind of like a samadhi. Why? Because you develop undisturbed mind. And then the wholesome concentration, that also another name for the tranquility state. So when it comes to like this, there are three kind of tranquility states in Buddha's teaching, and different teachings like this tranquility state. In most of other religions, they talk about this, and especially yoga, it has a 10, 11, 12 kind of like a tranquility state. They divide the state to different categories. So like that. But in Buddhism, there are three major tranquility states. So one is called Parikamma Samadhi. So the Parikamma Samadhi means it's kind of like a preparation, preparatory. So preparation, concentration, you get ready for that. So as example, you sit down and then close your eyes. And when you think about the very first time, when you think about, I'm going to concentrate my mind to the sensation. So see, now your mind focused to one point, but you not get into that already, but you try to begin it. So that called Parikamma Samadhi. So whenever that whatever the meditation you're going to do, in the beginning, you take a very clear understanding about the meditation and you sit for that. So that is Parikamma Samadhi. And Upachara Samadhi is that you slowly get into, and sometimes mind go here and there, you bring back, get again and again, you stay with the primary mental object. So that is called upachara. And it's another way, it's called the neighborhood concentration. Some English books explain it like that way. Neighboring, you keep coming, you stay closer. Again and again, you stay around the primary mental object. And then attentive concentration, so that's mean arpana samadhi, that's mean deeply you settle down there. And anymore, your mind not going to here and there, not going to jump, just you stay and then you settle down with the primary mental object. So those are the 3 steps. And when it come to that, from there, from tranquility state, the highest you can go, dhyana or high mental powers. And so as result, out of the samadhi, that you can gain the happiness. That happiness, present moment of happiness, not this physical happiness. And the joy and the tranquility, the feelings that related to the mind, you can gain that. Another thing is knowledge and vision. So the knowledge deeply, understanding with the conventional life, so that related to knowledge with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, with the perception, the information, whatever come to you, and the vision. So the vision mean when that information come to you, deeper inside you, you are become independent from that information and you can get some different ideas. So as example, if if I show you this, or this is a pen, so that is the information come to you. But if you believe that, there is no vision in you. You just hold it to information. Oh, that monk told this piece of wood is the pen. You believe that. You worship it maybe. You hold it. That's how. You catch the knowledge and you go with it. So that's why, the politicians tell lies and spiritual leaders tell lies, and people tell lies and you believe it. And if even something you see, no, don't go with that. Don't look that. You hold it to whatever you heard. So then no, when you practice samatha, what happening? It brings the vision to you. And that is important thing. That is very necessary. Even you read a book, you listen to a talk, or you watch something. Because if you don't build up that vision in you, what will happen? The other people start to hold your life maybe. And you cannot get into the truth. So this is a kind of like a way that you start a path yourself. And then you independently, you take a decision. So that is very important. So out of tranquility meditation, you gain that. And other thing is mindfulness and clear comprehension. Clear comprehension, sati sampajanya. So in a certain level, that you start to get the direct perception. And when it happened without thinking, in that very moment, that experience itself becomes your knowledge. It little bit, the deeper experience. Another thing is, out of tranquility meditation, you gain that the quality to get out of the 5 aggregates. Pancha Nivarana, Kama, Chanda, Vyapada, Tina Midda, Uddhacha, Kukucha, Vichikicha, like that. So the desire, the desire with the self-centered desire, you get out of it, and the resisting nature, and you get out of this, and the sloth and torpor, laziness, tiredness, lethargic mind, you get out of it, and the comparison, you get out of it. Another thing is the doubt, you get out of that. So this all clear out of the tranquility meditation. So then how you can experience this tranquility mind. So one thing is, when you practice yourself, slowly you can try little by little, because the knowledge is important. So especially for this, but at the same time, there is something you have to get out of practice. So this is just information, but to recognize that, you have to get out of the practice. It like this: you can eat an apple and then tell someone about that. So without eating the apple, other person, maybe that person get the information. And so that your information going to be exactly right if you explain it the right way, and if you ate the apple, when that person eat the apple, then that person know you are right, that whatever you told. How about this? You eat a mango and tell to other person you ate the apple. What will happen? Then other person, when that person eat the apple, that if that person really ate the apple and that person know you didn't eat apple, that is the beauty of the human mind. So that is why it develop your vision. You ate a mango and tell to another person, I ate the apple. And other person, and out of your experience, whatever that person heard, and then when that person go through that experience, that person know you didn't eat apple. And if that person ate the mango, and that person know, oh, you ate not the apple, you ate mango. So like that, that is why the sutra is important, the knowledge is important, hearing important, because when you hear it, because people say, oh, I have samadhi, I got into samadhi, or like that, many people say. But when you get into that, and then you know the other person, what that person talk about samadhi. So like that, this information is important for us before we get into that. But when you practice samadhi, it develop the vision. So it clear your mind and sharpen your mind, and you can recognize it yourself. So when you practice samadhi, it mainly your breathing, your mind, in your body. These three things come together: body, mind, and breathing. There is no separation. That is one thing. So once you come to that, and then it called, it's like a satori, kevalya. So that way, that also the same kind of experience. Breathing, mind, body, this all three things come together. And that is a tranquility state. And another way. So now you watching this, it is that from your side, it is a independent experience yourself. It's a one person. So then I am here myself and looking at this computer and talking. Now imagine this is I am only me in this place, and you are far away somewhere in this world. So you looking at the phone or the computer or iPad, you just watching this. It is you around you, maybe only you. So you are now you are independent, and you have a separate experience there. But how about this? Just try to catch it. Okay, this is what the when it comes to the samadhi. Just I'm trying to explain it a little bit, because it will help you to practice deeply. So how about this? I am talking here in this moment. Somewhere in this world, you are watching. So there is a connection, you and me, in this very moment. So how about if somebody watching us from the above this sky, and then that person can see that you and me at the same moment having a same kind of connection. So from this moment, that rather than, oh, I am watching this, I am seeing this, like that, can you tune to that? So maybe you and maybe some other people at the same time joining as a sangha and experiencing this. So if you can come to that experience, and that is also kind of a very nature of samadhi. See, then you get out of you and you expand your consciousness awareness. And it is not a myth. It is not an illusion. It is not a creation, because it is really happening in the moment. So you touch that rather than, oh, I am watching this. Rather than becoming self-centered, can you expand it to that and see that entire picture as one, the whole picture as one? That is something that you can get through practicing tranquility meditation. When the mind tranquilized, that is what happening. When the mind tranquilized, you slowly start to connect to that. And so then what is the vipassana? So when it comes to that experience, remember that you can experience yourself, you can see, observe yourself, and at the same time, you can see this whole picture as one, the whole incident, everybody joining and the doing this together, the connection. And this all impermanent. This all, everything moment by moment changing. The whole picture moment by moment changing. In Vipassana level, you can catch that change. And when you catch that change, there in your mind, even though you experience, there is no picture. There is no moment to catch. Why? Because you see you, me, and others, everybody at the same time, joining with this all, and at the same time, moment by moment, we all change. Arising, existing, disappearing. So that, if you come to that change, so that is the Vipassana level. But tranquility state in the first level, so in day-to-day life, you can practice something like this. No? So at home, or you sitting in somewhere in a garden, you just sit there and start to observe yourself. And then maybe you recognize a place, you mentally decide the place, and from that place consciously start to look at you backward, from that place to look to your side. And then you can just look at you from above you and see the whole landscape and how you whole sitting in that garden or in that place, even at house, so like that. And then you can get into this, you can tap into this experience just a little bit. There are many movies done and as experiments. I think one movie is called The Beautiful Warrior. So there are many movies in Western world, they have done different according to this concept. But you can experience it that way, but when it come to practice this way and experience is totally different. But what I gave this information to practice yourself little bit and experience it. And so when it come to the Buddha's teaching, whatever that come to you, and don't hold it to that mental experience, just know this all impermanent. That's why even you attain to the dhyana and there is no that the permanent state there, it is just the mind. So always remember, whatever you experience in tranquility state, nothing permanent. This all part of our own mind. So there is a world, but at the same time, that whatever go through inside us is a part of our own mind. So once you recognize that, that will help you to gain the freedom deeper in you. So whatever you that experience, and in that very level you detach from your own mental experience, is the most highest way of practice. Not these outside things we can let go very easy, but our inner behavior, inner passion, inner desire, so that inner experience. So once you able to release that, that is where you gain the true liberation, your salvation, the ultimate bliss of nibbana. So with that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you, may no difficulties come to you, may no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinassatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi diga yuko bhava. Ittavata cha ammi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numudantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe sattanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuntutu. Bless you.